So today we will discuss about the dynamic braking operation of a separately accelerated DC motor. So last class we have discussed about the basics of the various types of braking, like your dynamic braking, regenerative braking and plugging. So today we will see how these brakings can be done using the power rotating switches. We will discuss one by one here. So here actually when a separately accelerated DC motor is connected to the control active, we will see here the dynamic braking operation of a separately excited DC motor. So the schematic diagram of the dynamic braking is shown here. Okay, so it consists of actually AC supply is given to the control rectifier, then output of the control rectifier is ED. It is given to the separately excited DC motor. Okay. So here the ED is the supply voltage, okay, to the motor, or it is the output of the control rectifier. Okay, and ED can be changed by changing the firing angle of the rectifier. So ED is a function of alpha. Okay, initially the DPDT switch, double through switch, DPDT switch will be at position 1. Okay, the DC machine is working as a motor. The DC machine is working as a motor driving the load at a speed omega, and the armature current enters the terminal A and its magnitude will be IA. Let's say current flowing through this circuit, let's say IA equal to ED minus EB divided by RA. Actually, you can draw the equivalent circuit of this in the next slide here. Okay, so this IA, so that is the current flowing through the armature circuit, IA equal to ED minus EB divided by RA. So here it is the ED is the supply voltage and EB is the generated voltage or the back EMF. So the armature current can be obtained, okay, if you apply the KVL, or after applying the KVL, the IA will be equal to this input voltage minus this supply voltage minus this back EMF, ED minus EB divided by RA. As the power is flowing from the your supply to the load side, okay, so the motor is operating in the first quadrant, okay. So to apply the braking, then the DPDT switch, okay, then the DPDT switch is thrown to position 2. Okay, for applying brake, the DPDT switch is shifting to position 2. Now the path is from like this to A, double A and RB. Okay, so this will disconnect the DC supply and connects to the braking resistance RB across the armature. Now the current direction in the armature is reversed. So now the current is flowing in the reverse direction, okay, coming out from the terminal A, okay, and the equivalent circuit during this dynamic braking is shown here. Okay, so the current is flowing in the reverse direction. So now actually what is the value of armature current during the braking operation? This IA equal to EB divided by RA plus RB. Okay, so this braking torque is proportional to the product of armature current and field current. Okay, the braking torque is proportional to the product of armature current and field current. Now, actually, when the motor was operating at let's say your 1, okay, point 1. So that is in motoring mode, it was in the first quadrant. Okay. So when the machine is in the braking mode, then the operating point is shifting from 1 to 2. Okay, that is in the second quadrant. See in this figure. So now this operating point is shifting from 1 to 2. Okay, in the second quadrant. Since the torque acts in opposite direction and therefore the speed decreases and the IA also, armature current also decreases. Okay, decreasing the braking torque. Okay, the deceleration decreases. To keep the braking torque at the desired level, okay, to keep the braking torque at the desired level, the armature current IA has to keep high. The braking resistance RB can be reduced manually. So to keep the braking torque at the desired level, the armature current IA has to we have to keep high. The braking resistance RB can be reduced manually, okay, to keep the braking current high. The operating point shifting actually in the downward direction. Okay, the operating point shifts, okay, shifting, and ultimately the speed comes down to 0. Okay, operating point shifting and gradually, okay, the speed is going down to 0. Okay, making the braking current and the torque 0. Okay, so the operating point shifting to origin. Okay, so this is the family of dynamic braking characteristics for different values of external resistance. Okay, is shown in this figure. So this so the dynamic braking is applied in non-reversible drive. Okay, so this is how we will get the dynamic braking of the separately excited DC motor using power electronics switches.